Curtis Trades here, and today I'm going to be giving a review and comparison of the Rek Gen Mudflaps. And these two models here, this is the Universal Rally Mudflap from Rek Gen, which runs about $60 on their website. And this is their custom fit model, which runs about $120 on their website. And if you look at some of the truck models, they are quite a bit more expensive. The custom fit ones can be $200 or $300 for certain models. And then the universal truck ones are about $120 to $160, depending on the style that you get. And then the main reason you would go with one over the other is you would go with the universal Mudflap if you are looking to save money and attach this on your own. And it is a very high quality mud flap. It is made very well. It fits good to the vehicle. It's not too big, not too wide or anything like that. And has lots of options for attachment points on the fender liners in your car. The problem is that it doesn't come with any hardware. You get this, 4 of these flaps, one for each wheel, 2 opposite mirror sides obviously, so you can have the logo on there. So universal ones, you just get the mud flaps, that's it. For the custom fit ones, they are a little bit different size. When you line these up here, this edge is flush here. It's a little bit narrower, and they fit on your specific vehicle a little bit better with the sizing. It also has the holes pre-cut for where the attachments will go, and it does come with the hardware, which I think is the biggest part of this. Anyone can drill a hole in the flaps. The mounting hardware is by far the best part of the custom fit kit. So for the custom fit kit, the hardware that's included is this metal bracket here, and these holes here line up, and this one here line up to the pre-made holes. Plastic clips go from the factory on your vehicle, so you don't need to drill any holes. That's what's the best part about this kit. Basically what it does is these two attach to the fender liner, this one attached to the underside of the fender flare as well, and then these two here use a nut and a washer to attach. And the reason it has these here and what is so good about this hardware is typically if you're mounting a mud flap, there's no attachment point further in on towards the inside of your vehicle. And so what this does is it uses the outside attachment points in the bottom that are there, and it lets you use these as floating attachment points. So you can't attach it to something. I've seen competitors, what they'll do is instead of having a kit here and mount to it like this, is they will have like an extra piece of rubber on their custom fit, so you mount it up higher. And this one basically eliminates that, and it allows for a much sturdier application, which is really nice. And then the other mounting hardware is you have these screws here, Phillips head screws with big washers. And then this is kind of what makes all of this work. This is a clip, and the awesome thing about this is it goes on the fender of your car, and when you put the screw into it, what happens is the screw actually attaches to this nubbin here. It will dig in and attach to it. And the big thing about that is if you just use screws into your fender, into the wheel well, what happens is the wheel well plastic is really thin and the screws won't bite super well, and over time it ends up pulling out. Again, because that plastic isn't meant to have a screw go through it. And this is a much thicker mounting point for the screw to attach to. And then the last thing about these that I will say is the thickness. The custom fit piece with the holes is a little bit thicker than the universal flap. You can see them side by side here, and I'll show you a close up. It's not quite twice as thick. It's like a time and a third thicker than the universal ones, and it is much more rigid. If you look here, this is the universal. Bends pretty easily. This is the custom fit. It's quite a bit sturdier, it's quite a bit thicker, and it's going to hold up to a lot more abuse than the universal ones will. So it is quite a bit thicker material. Overall, other than the mounting and the hardware and the thickness, they are pretty similar product, and I don't think you can go wrong either way. I would highly suggest going with the custom fit just because it is really nice not having to drill holes, not having to buy your own hardware, and the hardware that comes with the custom fit is super, super awesome. It's really good hardware. If you're looking to purchase these, check out a link in the description. If you have any questions about installing them, ask those in the comments below. So the fronts are literally the same as the back, except for you don't have a bracket. It has all the screws and the same little clips, and they literally just slide onto the side area here. and then these line up with them, and you put the screws right in through here with the washers on them, and it literally couldn't be any easier.